You are a joke. Mark Cuban goes in on Lil Wayne. The NBA postseasons are always full of surprises. From the endless back and forth caused when underrated teams beat highly rated teams, to different players dominating when they have been underperforming in the regular season. However, most of these surprises are not always about the NBA teams and players, they could also be about other people, mostly those who share a close relationship with the NBA. And this was made true once again after the Dallas Mavericks and the Phoenix Suns playoff series. After the Mavericks came back from a 2-0 deficit to win the series, the Dallas Mavericks owner had the last laugh when he quoted where a rapper called Dallas star Luka Doncic a hoe. He posted a picture of Lil Wayne and used a lyric from his song Uproar. "That's a shit show, put you front row," Mark Cuban tweeted. Is Mark Cuban picking up a beef with Lil Wayne? And why exactly is the Carter V creator in the middle of another NBA beef? Stay with us to find out. The 2021 playoff series between the Mavericks and the Suns had a lot of talking points, from the Suns blowing a 2-0 lead to poor officiating and flopping from players on both teams. However, a notable scapegoat for the flopping issue was none other than Luka Doncic, as the Slovenian was called out by Suns star Chris Paul and Devin Booker, and also American rapper Lil Wayne for flopping. Wayne had chipped in after the fourth game of the series when Chris Paul, a close friend of the rapper, was fouled out. Chris Paul's disqualification in the fourth quarter of the game unfortunately affected the Suns game, and they subsequently lost to the Mavericks. After the game, an enraged Lil Wayne came out on his Twitter account calling the Dallas star a hoe, but no one from the Dallas franchise responded to him until after the seventh game of the series, and it was the American billionaire, the Dallas Mavericks owner, who couldn't help but taunt the rapper with his lyrics on Twitter for witnessing Luka Doncic drop 35 points and send the Phoenix Suns home. Mark Cuban is unlike other NBA team owners. He is known to be heavily invested in his team, and this isn't just about finances. He has been seen wearing the team's jersey while also sitting closely with Mavericks fans instead of the skyboxes that most team owners watch their teams from. He even travels to watch the team's road games. So it came to no surprise when he came out in defense of Luka Doncic. Back in 2000, Mark Cuban bought the majority stake of the Dallas Mavericks franchise from H. Ross Perot Jr., and since then he has led the team to great success in 22 years. Let's take an even closer look at the leadership of the Dallas Mavericks. 20 years before he bought the team, the Mavs won only 40% of their games, made it to the playoffs 6 times, and never went past the Western Conference Finals. But since he bought the team, they have made it to the NBA playoffs 18 times, including making it to 2 NBA Finals, one in 2006 where they lost to the Miami Heat in a 6-game series, and later in 2011 when they won it against the same Miami Heat in a 6-game series. Also, just like Lil Wayne, Mark Cuban is a controversial figure in the NBA space, and the Lil Wayne incident isn't the first time he has rolled in the deep to defend one of his players or entire team. He's known to be critical of the NBA in general. In the past, he has blasted referees, a former Maverick coach, Don Nelson, and even the commissioner of the NBA, and as expected, his antics towards the NBA has resulted in a lot of fines for the billionaire. His conduct during the Mavericks game back in 2006 even made Dallas legend Dirk Nowitzki urge him to control himself when decisions made by the league and referees go against the team. Dirk said, "He's got to learn how to control himself as well as the players do. We can't lose our temper all the time on the court or off the court, and I think he's got to learn that too. He's got to improve in that area and not yell at the official the whole game. He sits right there by our bench. I think it's a bit much. The game starts and he's already yelling at them, so he needs to know how to control himself a little." In one of his earlier outbursts back in 2002, he took an aim at the NBA's director of officiating, Ed T. Rush, saying, "Ed Rush might have been a great ref, but I wouldn't hire him to manage a Dairy Queen," Cuban said. His interest is not in the integrity of the game or improving the officiating. His comment, however, earned him a $500,000 fine, which was the first of many fines he would later be given. Later in the 2005 offseason, he organized a booing campaign towards Michael Finley when the former Mavs player, who was one of the big three that includes Dirk Nowitzki and Steve Nash, returned to play the Mavericks as a San Antonio Spurs player. In a playoff series in the same season between the Mavs and Spurs, he cussed the Spurs small forward Bruce Bowen and also stormed to the court to criticize an NBA official. He was later fined $25,000 and got another $250,000 fine from the NBA for his persistent misbehavior, which included screaming, "Your league is rigged," at the NBA Commissioner David Stern after his team's controversial loss to the Miami Heat in the 2006 NBA Finals. He even had a public dispute with Miami Heat star Dwayne Wade following the Mavs' loss to the Heat in the 2006 Finals. Also in 2009, he got into an altercation with Denver Nuggets player J.R. Smith after he confronted an official because he felt J.R. Smith elbowed Mavs shooting guard Antoine Wright and was fined $25,000 for the incident. In a later incident with the Denver Nuggets again in the same season, in the third game of the Western Conference semifinal, he called the Nuggets fans and players thugs and specifically called their power forward Kenyon Martin a thug. In 2014, he got into another clash with NBA referees and was caught using inappropriate language towards them and was later fined $100,000 for his misconduct. Before his recent response to Lil Wayne on Twitter, he also had a recent outburst in 2020 when he spoke out against the NBA referees. Following a game against the Atlanta Hawks, an enraged Mark Cuban blasted the NBA, its referees, and the NBA's officiating program on Twitter. Just when you think the NBA officiating can't get any worse, guess again, this is absurd, Cuban tweeted. He further tweeted saying, "Refs have bad games, crews have bad games, but this isn't a single game issue. This is the same shit that has been going on for 20 years. Hire former refs who think they know how to hire, train, and manage. Realize 2 years later they can't. Repeat." Again, due to this comment, he was fined by the NBA $500,000 for public criticism and detrimental conduct regarding NBA officiating. His fines are said to be totaling at least $3 million. Moreover, his beefs haven't just been with the NBA. He has also had several high-profile fights, including one with the former president of the United States of America, Donald Trump. Despite his recent altercation with the American rapper Lil Wayne, they both have a history of being great friends, and this was evident in 2011 when Mark Cuban invited Lil Wayne to the Mavs after-party following their 2011 NBA Finals win. But according to Undisputed sports talk show co-host Skip Bayless, the after-party incident was the beginning of their beef. He said LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, who were Miami Heat's players at the time, were not happy with Lil Wayne, and he even got banned from the Heat's game for a while because of the incident. However, in response to Mark Cuban's tweet, a trigger Lil Wayne responded to Mark Cuban in a tweet that he later deleted, threatening to beat up Cuban and also pee in his mouth. And Mac Main, a longtime friend of Lil Wayne, has now claimed that he has been able to broker a peace talk between both of them on his Twitter account, saying, "It's all love." The pair were also seen recently talking during Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals between the Golden State Warriors and Dallas Mavericks. And Skip Bayless also confirmed that they have now squashed their quarrel in a post on his Twitter account. FYI, Mark Cuban made peace with Lil Wayne, invited him and his son Cam to tonight's game, and Wayne obviously accepted. Good for him. But it shouldn't come as a surprise that the American businessman is sticking up for his team's star player, given that he has a long history of publicly supporting the Dallas Mavericks organization and players without thinking about the repercussions of his words or actions. Moreover, having a chance to stick up for a generational player like Luka Doncic sounds like a dream of most NBA team owners. Since Luka Doncic got drafted by the Dallas Mavericks in 2018, the point guard has been a revelation, breaking several records in just 4 years in the league. In his first season, he won the Rookie of the Year award, averaging 21.2 points, 6 assists, and 7.8 rebounds per game. In his third season in the league, he already scored 5,000-plus points and became the fourth youngest to achieve such a feat after stars like Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James, and Kevin Durant. He alone has 4 of the 5 triple-doubles recorded by teenagers in NBA history, and at 23 years old, he is already second on the top 10 Dallas Mavericks career scoring list, where he is only beaten by Dallas legend Dirk Nowitzki. Also, he already leads the Dallas Mavericks franchise mark on triple-doubles with 45, which is more than double of Dallas Mavericks coach Jason Kidd's record of 21. Mark Cuban will be hoping that Luka Doncic can lead the Dallas Mavericks past the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference Finals and make the NBA Finals for the first time since 2011 and the third time since he purchased the team. What do you think of Mark Cuban's beef with Lil Wayne? Do you think this was another stunt to be in the news? Let us know what you think in the comments section. Enjoyed the video? Now hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on any exciting NBA scoop. Thanks for watching.